Our basement now makes us $1,700 a month, and I had no general contractor and no huge loan. The trades workers are gatekeeping, okay? A lot of this stuff is not that hard. And if you learn a little bit, you can do it yourself, or you can be smart and hire out the exact people you need. You're not cheap for doing it like this, you're smart. Think of me as your DIY big sister. I'm just a few steps ahead of you. I had no idea what I was doing when I started, but it's not that hard. You can do it. I'm going to show you how I made the plan and the layout, how I found labor, okay, and the real numbers of the demolition and the rebuild. We made the plan beforehand. I knew exactly what we needed to get done. I used this app called Magic Planner. It's really cool. I measured the whole space, and I drew out what we had. This is the image right here of the actual before space. You can see there was this very big room which left for a small space behind it, and it was just so I took this app and then I designed a new layout, and I knew exactly what the walls need to come down. So honestly, you just take down the walls and then there's the open layout. But I used the app also for furnishing, and I'm going to go over how to do the layout and the furnishings in 2 future videos in this series. This one's mostly about the attempt to physically DIY it, and then realizing when your time is more valuable. Time and money are trade-offs. Okay. So and also skill set. So making smart decisions on when to hire out labor, um, and how to do it yourself. You can manage the project. You don't have to have a general contractor, because you can get reviews, you can get recommendations, and you can pay for your labor directly. And you can tell them exactly what you want done. This is my little list, which is my scope of work, which I just did in Google Notes. You'll see I have, build a wall, close in the ceiling, do the floors, install the kitchen sink. So very, very specific scope of work, okay? I couldn't just say remodel the basement like that, because each basement has a starting point. Every space is different. So everything is going to need a little bit of a different approach, because you have a different starting point, a different goal, and every house is different. So I took that exact list, sent it to my guy, and he gave me a quote of $12,000. And I said, okay. It took him 2 weeks, and he executed each task. And it was very collaborative. Every day I was going down and checking on what he was doing, and he was reporting back to me. Here's some in progress photos. And so there was no general contractor. I essentially was the general contractor. And you do have to, find someone good, find someone you trust, and be very involved. We paid at the very end. We bought all of our materials, but then we paid at the end, and I think that is a little uncommon. I think typically, because it was a little different with our sunroom, we paid in milestones. So I think that's more of a common thing. And with deposits, even though I've been screwed over I've been screwed over by giving a shower door guy a $650 deposit, and he took it and never brought me a door. So contractors can be such. But yeah, even with the planning, there were things that I missed and things that could cost more. Like I we had to spend more on the dump fees, because all of our walls had so much insulation. All the interior walls there was so much. So that had to be dumped. We had to replace some pipes, and we had to redo some wiring. So that was extra cost. But really actually saved money, because it took less paint than I thought. And we were able to reuse a lot of the 2x4s when we removed the 2 walls we needed to take down, and then we added another wall. So we were able to reuse that, and we actually didn't have to run another drain. For the sink, to move the sink location, we actually put the sink where the utility sink is. So we saved money there. Um, it was actually really nice, because and with the bathroom, I only had him specifically do the shower. I did the floors, I did the vanity, we did the toilet. You can do the renovation without spending a fortune. Our basement now makes us $1,700 a month, and I had no general contractor and no huge loan. Okay, you can do this, and if you, you know, I'm, you can do this. And if you found value in this video, I would love it if you could like it. It would really help me out. I'm trying to build my channel. You don't have to be intimidated by these contractors or by these jobs. You know, you can be smart. Don't be taken advantage of. Don't be talked into things. Don't be overcharged. Do your research. Find out a reasonable cost. Get quotes. Get 3 quotes at least. Find someone you trust and have a specific scope of work, exactly what you want done. You want a wall this size built. You need the ceiling, the popcorn ceiling to be removed and to be smoothed out, and you want 8 recessed lights put in. Bam. Like, just be very specific. I've got 4 more videos in this series. We've started with the demo and we're going to end with it being fully rented out for $1,700 a month. Maybe you don't want to rent it, maybe you just want to do it yourself for your own use, which is totally fine. We use it when we don't have it rented. This is still super applicable. I want to empower you. I know it's overwhelming, but you can do it. The overarching message I want you to take is that if I can do it, you can do it. Part of the series, we're going to talk about furnishing the basement. And so I've got an attachment to this video where I have the links to everything that we bought for the basement, how to keep it super affordable and super cute. And so that's going to be in the description of this video, so feel free to click. It's free. It's a guide for everything you need to purchase to furnish your rental property. This is not just about DIY, it's about being the decision maker. You already are. You got this. So please like and subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it. And